Okay. Nobody freak out. Nobody panic. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 has just been announced at E3 2017. Oh my god. I lost my shit. I actually did. For those of you guys who don't know me, or don't know this, Beyond Good and Evil is my favourite game of all time. You know, I played it when I was about 10, 12 years old. It's my favourite game. I've been waiting for a sequel for years. I was thinking that I was going to have to wait years and years and years before they ever got it out. I was determined, I was praying all the time that I'd get it, and I was going to be like this old woman who had kids, and I was like, kids, you have to go to bed early tonight. And they'd be like, why, Mum? And I'd be like, well, Beyond Good and Evil 2's just come out, and I need to play that fucking game, so go to sleep. You know, oh my god. Oh, let me just take a breath. Welcome back everyone to a one-take video in my bedroom. My bed's being changed, hence the mess. But you don't care about that anyway because I have the trailer breakdown for you guys. I'm so excited. It's going to be huge. And I'm really pleased. I'm excited. I was a bit sad to see that everyone had commented on the post on Facebook saying, it's a prequel. I've not been waiting for a prequel. I want to find out what happens next. And it kind of saddened me to think that that was their first response. You know, this game has been shoved thousands of times. It was almost squashed and got rid of, and you know, Michel Ancel's been working for a very long time to try and get it perfect and to work with a small team to keep the right number of people working on such a passionate concept that he's, you know, loved for such a long time. And now it seems that it's finally ready. I think it'll be coming out next year. I highly doubt it'll be this year now. So let's talk about the trailer. I did a little bit of researching before this video just to give you all the tips and everything I found out so far. So there were rumours of a timed exclusive for the Switch for 12 months. That really worried me because I didn't really want to have to buy the Switch. And I thought it was going to be odd for them to do that really because they want everyone to come and buy the game and get it back and everything, and leaving it for 12 months on Switch. Why would they enter into a deal with Nintendo? Didn't really seem likely. However, for those of you who have already signed up to the Space Monkey program that was announced, if you do that, it goes through a little screen giving you a platform of choice, PC, PS4 or Xbox One. So I might not be on the Switch at all. Hopefully not, because I think the Switch is a bit crap, to be honest. That's just my unprofessional opinion. So it looks like you can just choose your platform from there. I don't know too much about the Space Monkey program, I'm sorry to say. Do you have to pay for it? If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to know, and I don't know, maybe I will pay extra for it, we'll see. So then I went on and had a look at the trailer, which I think is really good. My only criticism is there is a lot of unnecessary swearing in it. Maybe as a writer I was a bit like, did you need to throw that in there? And I know they probably threw that in there to be like, look, it's a different game from last time and we've got characters that swear now and it's very adult. And I imagine that's why they've thrown it in there. But it seemed a little bit unnecessary to me. That being said, that's only a small criticism. The trailer breakdown is that there's a very vertical city, the one we see with Nox and the pig, and that is based on the level design of the game. So I imagine there's going to be lots of climbing around, maybe some Assassin's Creed parkour thrown in there. Jade obviously had those moves in the first one, and I imagine it's her mum we see at the end, and she's probably going to have somewhat of the same dynamic moves and things like that. When it comes to the hybrids, there is actually a social system, like a hierarchy. There's going to be much more revealed about the hybrids and where they come from. They've been created, he mentioned, this is Michel Ancel in the interview, they've been created for tasks that humans don't want to do. So the crappy work, fighting, slavery, all that kind of stuff. And by the looks of it, the pig must have been slightly higher up than the monkey, which seems a bit odd than Nox. I know pigs are very intelligent in our life here in the real world. I don't know if that reflects, but the monkeys are very intelligent as well. So that's very odd. And obviously there are some different hybrids in the ship at the end. There was a shark. I think there might have been a rhino as well. So that's very interesting. There were actually sharks and rhinos in the first game, but still very exciting crew members. Nox's escape demonstrates dynamics, moves, and how you can extract yourself from dangerous situations. You can jump and use the verticality of the city. So we're looking at much faster moves. I imagine the gameplay and the dynamics of the whole character you play. I imagine you'll be playing her mum, to be honest. I think everything's going to be much more smoother, just completely upgraded from the first game. Players can seamlessly go between space, ground, and interiors. Space, the ground and interiors, no transition, no loading screen, which is brilliant. You know, I really think they've made a wise decision by leaving it this long, to be honest. I mean, I've hated it every minute, every year, but at the same time, they wanted to give us a game that was fully upgraded. The whole whack of technology we've got at the moment, it's going to be amazing. You'll notice that when he got the pig, when the pig's given the little Swiss chocolate pig, he says Paige, or Paige, which we were all like, oh my god, he mentioned Paige. He mentioned that hybrids have their own religion in some cases, and Paige, he hinted at, is actually a name of an idol or a religious figure within their own religion. So almost like some Muslim men are called Muhammad, this is kind of like that, I imagine. So Shadi was Nox's crewmate who got on the bike and made them run away. He also mentioned that it's a spiritual city, and that there are the green area off to the side represented, I think he said a place where monks live, so there was no advertisements, nothing to do with technology. There's plenty of blowing stuff up, cars and vehicles. You can have a spaceship used as a garage, I think he said, with other ships included. Basically, it just sounds huge. And that you could, in fights and stuff, blow stuff up like glass and things, but you can't blow everything up, just the usual. I am so excited, guys. I think that's everything I got, basically. Obviously, it's very early days, and I'm wondering what I'm going to play it on, because I have an Xbox One and I have a PS4. I've seen the Xbox X, which is a stupid name, but there we are. And I don't know what to do about that. I guess I'm going to have to wait for a little while and see how I feel. I've already got 4 consoles and I don't really have any space for them, so I don't know where this is going to go. We'll have to see if I get a new console or not, but I am just thrilled for all of my fellow Beyond Good and Evil fans out there. I remember when I first played this game, I was in love with it. I still have some of the soundtrack on my phone because I find it so relaxing. And back in the day when I was just getting into gaming, I used to take the pamphlets, you know, the little lovely pamphlets we used to get with games, and they'd have all the information. I used to take them to school with me and read about them because I just loved them, even though I'd read them like 10 times. And Beyond Good and Evil was one of them, you know. And once upon a time, I decided I was going to make K-Bups, which are the things you can eat in Beyond Good and Evil, but it was so tricky to make them, it really didn't work out very well. Still, I am thrilled, and this is crazy. Other exciting games that I'm hopefully going to do videos on are Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm calling it Assassin's Creed because it's been a massive letdown for the last 2 games, I don't know, even though I'm a massive Assassin's Creed fan. I'm probably going to get it if it's decent. It looked, from the trailer, I'll mention briefly, it looked like they'd included all the things we loved from the previous games, and it's being made by the Black Flag guys, so that's a good sign. There's going to be swimming underwater, there's going to be climbing the pyramids, I think the usual stealth stuff we love. Hopefully it'll bring us back to what we originally loved about the Assassin's Creed games. I will hopefully do a video on Life is Strange 2, which I'm excited about because I love the first one, but the second, on the other side, it's Chloe, and there's probably not going to be any time travel, which is a bit odd because that's partly the whole scheme of the game, isn't it? That was the whole general idea. So if we're playing Chloe, I imagine there's no time travel, which is a bit of a odd thing. And also Days Gone, I'm going to be doing a video about that because that looks really cool. Even though zombies scare the hell out of me, I would like to give you a video about that and any others that I find out are coming and I'm very excited about, etc, etc. So I haven't done a gaming video on here for ages, and I do apologise for that. It's just that I haven't done much gaming in a while, and that's not because my love for it has ceased or anything, just that I've been working on my book and there's been a lot of other things going on. So much going on, I haven't had time to just sit down and chuck a couple of hours on my console, but I will make time for it. I haven't even finished Mass Effect Andromeda yet, which I know is terrible, but when I do finish it, you will get a review of my general thoughts, and every time I go to play it at the minute, it comes up with a huge update, and because my Wi-Fi here is so slow, I don't get around to playing it. So that is the general idea, what's going on. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is finally coming. What a joyous day this is. And more exciting E3 videos coming soon. I didn't even watch E3. I was supposed to be there this year. I was supposed to be going. I didn't get in at the end of the time because of press, and there was just so many press applications. But I'm determined to go. If I have to pay for it next year, I'll frigging go, because E3 is amazing. And I'm very, very excited. Let me know in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are about Beyond Good and Evil 2. Do you think it's going to live up to its legacy, essentially? I mean, obviously with these games coming out, the worry is that they show us an amazing part and that it doesn't deliver, but credit to Michel Ancel, he's a very good game developer, and this game was very passionate, very close to his heart. So I'm hoping that we don't have to pull out his heart and squash it. I'm hoping that he will have done it correctly. And I think in waiting this long, he hoped that he would have more time to dedicate to it, make it everything he wanted it to be, and give us something that we were proud and excited to play, and not something we were like, oh my god, this is all awful. And as far as everyone who goes about the prequel, about it being a prequel and not a sequel, I think it was actually a wise move, to be honest. You know, you run the risk of, by going through with Jade and Paige and bringing them out again, you run the risk, I think, of doing it wrong, but also of, like, you know, creating them, but also doing a storyline that didn't perhaps work. And also that story kind of ended on a good note, you know. She'd saved the day, everyone was okay. And we know very little about the game as a whole. You know, there was very little lore, very little background stuff. And by creating a prequel, he's giving us the basis of all that information about the hybrids, about her parents probably, about where Paige came from. And I think that's going to be very, very exciting. And I think we need that first before we see the next game. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. There's people in the house. But this is very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to the future. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Find me on Instagram, where I'll be talking about it loads and loads. I'll be doing a 10,000 followers on Instagram giveaway very, very soon, just as soon as I found what I can give away. But I'm very grateful to everyone following me there, and all my wonderful subscribers that have turned up here. You guys are amazing. I can't believe you're all here, and I thank you very much for it. So that's it. I'm going to try not to show you too much around my room because it's in a ghastly mess. But there we are. I hope you're excited, guys. I'm very excited. Wherever you are, be cool and be kind. And I'll see you in the next video.